So I'm seeing all these thumbnails and all these, titles. Oh, weapons broken, weapons goated, a top tier weapon has great what? Because I just did a tier list ranking every single weapon until I got to this junk, and it was last. So I'm thinking, what could this be? And then I saw like a comment that said you should, everybody else is saying the weapon's broken, so you need to get with the program and realize that it's also broken. And that made me think about it, and I think I need to go into more detail on why this weapon is the worst weapon ever released. And with that being said, I got 5 weapons. Some trash, some broken, some are top 5 in the game. And I want to compare Daikoten to all these weapons on why all of them are better, to get just a scope. And like I said, it varies from the top 5 weapon in the game to a bottom 5 weapon in the game. This varies on why each of those are better. But first we gotta start off with the actual weapon itself, Daikoten. The thing is, the weapon's charge attack is actually garbage. Like, it has probably top 3 worst charge attacks in the game. It will lose the Hyuga Fist. If Claws had a one-hit stun, it will lose the Claws. It basically just has a horrible charge attack, and there's nothing else you can really do to fix that. And that's not the only thing that's bad about it. That's bringing the weapon down. But let's talk about its gimmick of the cube. It does nothing. It blurs your vision a bit and then it goes away. That's not doing anything for nobody. This whole thing is nothing. And then the cube has a health bar, so little damage to it and it goes away. Oh, you're standing by it and Timmy launches a majestic at you, you're taking full damage and the cube's going away. What's the point of it? It's just a useless gimmick overall. Maybe if it nullifies some attacks would be good, but no, there's nothing good about it really. And then let's talk about combo wise as well. Combo wise, the cube's combos are not it, man. Like, it has possibly like 60% damage on average you're getting from combos. That's not great. That's not good at all. Like, it's an SS plus weapon. I would expect 60% damage. No, it's just no. And then another thing too with it, while it has like pretty bad mediocre combos, its raw like square combo is a combo finisher. We're not in 2019 2020 Shinobi, right? We're not in the arc of Shinobi where they were releasing all those attack weapons with finishers, shooting stars, thunder gods, all of them, where the triangle just blatantly just didn't get the job done and just didn't lead to another combo. And then the last thing is, this weapon has no armor on the triangle. Like, the armor lasts quite literally 0.5 seconds. Like, no defensive weapon should have that short of armor. Like, quite literally, I could like do the triangle, and then there's a possibility someone could probably, because again, the way the triangle works is the cube is launching from above, so someone could just come mashing against me while I'm doing like pressing triangle, and then boom, cooked. It's just not great. Next off, we're gonna go to Zabuza's weapon here. Zabuza's weapon has great combos. Great. It does its. It could easily has higher damage, way higher damage than Daikoten. Now, the one thing Zabuza's weapon has that Daikoten does better is his one-hit stun. Zabuza's weapon or attack scroll, 7 Ninja Swordsman, does not have that great one-hit stuns. But one thing it does do that the other weapon doesn't is its triangle attack, instant guard breaks. If you hit him with all 3, it will instant guard break, which is very good to have on a defense. Very useful. Another part of the weapon is its water clones. You could easily, it gives you utility to fight range types, utility to fight far away. You'll be able to spam, and you can infinite loop it. So if you want to, combo one into another, that is very possible for you to do. Very useful indeed. Again, with the guard break immediately, with and the little water clones last a while. Very good. The last thing is gimmick of being able to heal up when you are low HP. Now, it is pretty useless right now. It could use a buff, but it still could be very useful. You get very low, you do a little bit of combos, and boom, you're right back up there. Again, it's kind of just again, I would think they would need to buff it, but at least you get a defense buff, so you could end up even surviving. even with something like that. And its triangle is again pretty good with the amount of armor that just like it lasts on both. It's just a great weapon overall. Next up, we're gonna have Gar's weapon here. Gar's weapon has a better one-hit stun easily than the Black Staff Daikoten weapon. There's nothing more else to say about that. And another thing that Gar's weapon does, it actually can triangle into square. It can loop. It can do it can technically infinite loop with its triangle and square, which is great. Again, you know, part of its one-hit stun. You know, that's great. It has that going for it too. Too many people hate on this weapon. Way too much hate for a weapon that does not deserve it. Like, way too much. Damage wise, its combos also do more damage than the Black Staff Daikoten easily. So there's also that too. One of its gimmicks is the reflect. That alone can put it above the Black Staff Daikoten. Because imagine someone's rushing you down with armor, or someone's just rushing you down in general with like an attack speed buff. You put that down, you start reflecting, you're just good to go. Another gimmick is the traps. Basically what Daikoten has, for Step is technically better. Because you can infinitely put them down, right? There's no cooldown to it. And if someone steps on it while they're blocking, their guard will get broken. That's another thing. And they're just kind of guaranteed to die. Or not guaranteed to die, they're guaranteed to get hit if they like land on it. Very good. Very good. Next up, now it's gonna be a shocker. The Sword of Nunobogo. This weapon, yes, it's old. Yes, it came out like 6, years ago and whatnot, back in season 1. But the thing about it is that it has better combos. It has a better one-hit stun. It has better damage. It has a better triangle. There's not really much else to talk about it for real. Like, cause that's all it has, and there's no special gimmick or nothing like the other ones. But it's just better. That you can do like a little triangle loop. This pretty useful. I don't want to say useful. It's not really practical to do, but you can do it if you really wanted to. Again, you can get very high damage off of this. Again, it's a better weapon. Like, again, you might be thinking like, well, the Black Staff Daikoten still has a gimmick. We can really just act like that gimmick does not exist. But I promise you, if you act like the gimmick doesn't exist, nothing will change about it. Like, absolutely nothing will change about it. So we're gonna put this weapon here. Very great weapon. Last but not least, we have Kakashi's sword. The mud wall alone I could really just stop on the mud wall and boom, we're done. The mud wall, no diffs, Daikoten's gimmick, in like 1,000 different ways. It's literally what Daikoten's gimmicks wants to be. First up, it's not. You can spam it, you can place it down infinitely. Number one, there's no cooldown to it. Like, so if it gets broken, instantly put it back up. You can instantly put it back up. But another thing with it, it blocks a ton of attacks. Fireball jutsu, you're doing dynamic entry, maybe, I don't know if Majecta will block it, but I think it has a chance to, all that. And then another thing, you can hit stuff through it, like even Kakashi's weapon itself, the lightning, the wind, I know I can be hit through it, but if I go up real close on it and do like a majestic, easily I could just have it, whatchamacallit, I have the majestic, just go right through it. Very useful. Next is like the little stuff, the water. Like, the water basically acts like a paper bomb kunai. Very useful. If someone's attacking you, you can activate the water and be pretty much free from them. There's the other things like the dogs and stuff. Good for the stuns. Fire, wind, good for pressure while you have the water on them. It all just correlates together really well. Its one-hit stun is better than Daikoten's as well. It's a bit of an iffy one-hit stun, but it is really good. And everything like that. And its combos, it might not have as high damage. It might be lower, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like it's like not lower. But it's still pretty much better in every other way. And like its little animation combo it does isn't even like optimal to do. So it's not even counting it. But as a weapon though, top 5 weapon in the game for that reason. Answer to everything, better protection. It's just, like I said, Daikoten's Cube wants to be that. Like if it was, no. Next thing, final weapon we're gonna have here is the Storm Winds. It's overall a horrible weapon. But the thing is, it has no one-hit stun. So Daikoten's probably better in the one-hit stun radius. Damage-wise, I don't know. Probably around the same damage-wise. But this weapon has a better triangle. That's what I'll say. Like, you know, it actually has better stuns, right? But it has a better triangle. So, you know, you have more armor, more pressure. The triangle lunges you forward. That alone probably, like, that is probably the one factor making it better. Like I said, combo-wise and stuff, it's really similar. And how, like, bad it is. But like I said, Daikoten's gimmick isn't saving you at all. If you put the cube up to block an attack, I can't hit you, you can't hit me. Again, with the Kakashi weapon, I know I'm talking about Stormfear, or Stormwinds, but at least with Kakashi's weapon, while I am, again, actively, again, having the mud wall up, I can attack through it, I can fire through it, I can damage you while my protection is up. That's the cube. We're both equally not able to hit each other. We're both equally kind of like just, you know, staring at each other. What use is that? What use is that if the cube's gonna be just as much of a nuisance to me as if it is to you? I'm sorry, but that vision thing is not enough to, you know, try to, you know, nullify that effect that it has. It's just, no, it's just useless. That's why I'm not even including it in the conversation, because in my opinion, it's not even a part of the conversation. That junk is its own thing. So no, like I said, at least Kakashi weapon can do that. This weapon cannot. And that's really the 5 reasons I have. This video could be longer, could edit it better, add some more stuff, but I'm gonna keep it simple. That's kind of what I'm going to talk about. Let me know what y'all think. Maybe y'all want to see me do another video explaining Daikoten stuff. I don't know. I'll make like a more better edited video, really going over the nonsense that this weapon is. Anyways, laters.